In the gospel text of today, Jesus goes to visit a family. And this family is made up of two sisters and a brother. The brother is not mentioned. His name is Lazarus, but he does not figure in the text of today. The ones who figure are the sisters. One is named Martha and the other is named Mary. And as soon as Jesus enters the house of Martha and Mary, Martha welcomes him into her home. And Jesus goes and sits down inside that home. And as soon as he sits down, the other sister called Mary comes to Jesus and sits at his feet to listen to what he has to say. Martha, on the other hand, is busy preparing the external requirements for the visit. Both this action of Martha and this contemplation of Mary are required in the presence of Jesus. So one has to act and one has to be. Mary chooses to be, Martha chooses to act, and both of them are doing what their heart tells them to do. However, as time goes by, Mary's action is a distracted action because she's not focusing on what she has to do, but she's focusing on her sister who is sitting at the feet of Jesus. And she gets upset and she gets agitated and she gets disturbed and turns to the Lord and communicates to him how hard she is working to prepare the meal, how hard she is acting so that he might have the comfort. And the Lord turns to her and says, Martha, your action is beautiful. Your action is required. Your action is necessary. But in this particular case, your action is a distracted action. And because it is distracted, you are neither acting as you ought to, nor are you listening to me. Mary, on the other hand, is sitting at my feet and listening to me. She is not upset with you because you are acting. Her contemplation is focused. Her contemplation is not distracted. And so the distinction which Jesus makes today is not between contemplation or prayer, which is good and better than action. No, he doesn't make a distinction between prayer and action. He makes a distinction between distracted prayer and focused action, or between distracted action and focused prayer. Mary might not seem to be acting, but because her focus is on the Lord, she is acting as well. Martha might not seem to be contemplating, but because her focus is not on the Lord, but on her sister Mary, she is neither acting nor contemplating. How often our action is a distracted action. We look at others and we are either jealous of them, or we envy them, or we hate them, or we are angry with them. And because that is the case, our action is neither efficient nor efficacious. To choose either prayer and contemplation or work and action is not so much the point. We might choose either, we might do both. The point is that when I contemplate, when I pray, my prayer has to be focused. When I act, when I work, my work has to be focused. Will I work focusedly? Will I contemplate and pray focusedly?